Relax. It's ASMR. Hello, everyone. Well, I'm going to do some unboxing of some various products that I recently purchased. As you may know from some of my earlier videos, in a few days we are going to be leaving for Hereford, England. And I haven't flown in a while, especially internationally. And I purchased some of these products to help our trip go a little more easily. So I received them today, and I figured doing an unboxing would be a really nice ASMR experience. So I haven't unpacked these things yet, so I'm very anxious to do it. So I have some electronic stuff and then some other things for the airplane. So the first thing I want to unbox is this. It is a power bank that will charge cell phones and iPhones and iPads, things like that. I figured that if there was an emergency, and we were not able to get to a place that would charge our cell phone, we would have these as a backup. So let me unbox this thing. If I can get this tab open. It's not wanting to cooperate. There we go. Just pop it a little bit there. Now I got the larger one because I want to be able to charge more than just one time off of one charge or one battery pack. So if I charge this up completely, I should be able to get about 2.5 charges of my iPhone off of it. And I think it also will charge an iPad like once. So it's has a nice weight to it. It has the plug here for USB, and then there's where you charge it from. And then it has an on-off switch here. So life made easier. And this is just telling us how to connect with this company online. So here's the instruction manual. That's what I was looking for. So it has power switch, an LED indicator, micro input, and a USB output. So 4 lights means that it is charged 75 to 100%. 3 lights means it's 50 to 75%. 2 lights is 25 to 50. And 1 light is 1% to 25%. And 1 light flashing means that you need to recharge it. You've drained the power. So it seems pretty simple. Yep. Keep it dry. Do not store it in a dusty environment. Do not get it too cold. Do not paint it. Do not drop or shake the device or handle it in a rough manner. So, it also comes with this little charging cord, which is quite small. So I don't know what a proper length would be. It does look kind of small to me, but guess it's not too bad. So this would plug into this port right here. And then this would plug into USB power. I wonder if I can use it on my Apple little converter that goes from the wall into USB. I have to try that out. If not, I guess you plug it up to your computer or something. So this should come in handy on a plane or someplace else, maybe a train. If we're coming near the end of our trip and our batteries start to die, we will be able to continue to use them instead of being stuck someplace without power. So that is the first electronic device that I got. And the second one is this, which is a outlet with multiple ports in it, and it also has the different plugs for the different areas of the world that have different outlets shaped differently. And I like this because it's not just a converter of one plug, but it has 2 electricity plugs and then 2 USB plugs. And while apparently it's not a transformer, so you cannot use like a hairdryer with it, you can use it to charge your electronic devices. So we have another tab here. Right here at the bottom. Pop that out. Oh, that's nice. So we have the outlet here, and then we have the different types of plugs here. So we have this one. It is not labeled. We have this one. I believe this is the British one. I'm not sure. We have that one. And we have this one, which is just a 2-prong. And then we have the American version here. We have another card about how to contact them through social media. And we have a very small instruction manual. And then we have a nice cloth case, bag, to keep everything in. That's nice. I wasn't expecting that. So let's see what the manual says here. We have the US, which is already on there. We have Japan, which is the small 2-prong. We have this, which looks like it's Australia. This is the British one. Very beefy, very substantial. And then this is Germany, and I'm not sure what flag this is. France. Is that blue or is that black? That's blue, so that must be France. It's hard to tell what that stripe is right there. It looked black to me. So, since we will just be going to one country, we are not going to be gallivanting all over Europe. We only need one of these. Now, the question is, it looks like it slides in this way. See if there's any kind of catch. There we go. So this is the one we'll be using. This little thing pops back like that. Oops. And that slides down. Now this one looks like it's large and it keeps this pushed back. It doesn't lock on top of it. Nope, there we go. Now it does. Sorry if that was too loud. So now it's securely locked. It also has this small little micro USB charger for other types of cell phones or other things you may need charged, like this power bank. So that is pretty cool. I can use this theoretically to charge that. Nice. That works very well. I'm hoping that the difference in current will not fry my devices, but I read up on this, and apparently this is just fine for charging electronic devices. And it has a nice little wide area here so you can prop your cell phone up on top of it as it's charging. So, very useful, very handy. And I like that it has a little carrying bag to go with it. So we'll put all this over here. The next purchase I made was specifically for the flight, which is going to be about 7 to 8 hours. I'm not quite sure, something like that, but pretty long. And we are not going in high style. We are going in economy class, so we will not have a ton of amenities. Everything that you want to use is an extra charge. So we are buying a meal, but we are trying to limit everything else. So this comes in this little bag, which is sewn into it. That's why I was having problems. Interesting. And it is a neck pillow that you inflate. I wonder if it's self-inflating. I don't see any instructions. I don't want to pop this in case I don't. I think it has some chemicals in it that might automatically inflate it. I don't know. I don't want to do that and then it inflate. It has a very nice soft lining in it. This feels like it's going to be very comfortable to sleep with. So I am going to, because this doesn't have the type of thing you would pull to then blow up with your mouth. This looks very different. I'm going to have to read up on that. But this tucks inside of here, so you don't have an extra bag floating around. That's nice. This is really soft. So that should help us sleep on the plane. We are traveling overnight, so we are leaving in the evening, I think around 10 or 11 o'clock. And then we're getting into London in the morning sometime. So I wish it came with instructions, but other than that, looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. And then the final thing we got is another comfort item for the plane. And that is this Micro Fleece Supersoft blanket. It comes with a strap here, and so that you can fold it up and roll it up and travel with it. And it has Velcro here. And undoes like that. I don't want to undo it, although maybe I should practice so that I'm not fumbling around with it on the plane. It's probably a good idea. But it is incredibly soft, and it's kind of thick. Some of the ones that I looked at online were so thin you could read through them. You can see the light coming through when the person held it up and took a picture of it. This has a nice thickness to it that I think will bode well for comfort on the plane and using it for any kind of other soft, squishy thing. Maybe an extra pillow or something like that. So, those are the things that we have so far. It also makes a nice muff if you are in really cold weather. I think we have most of the things together that we need for our trip. But if you have any ideas of things that you've used or tips or tricks that you have from traveling that have made your trip easier, please let me know in the comments. Like I said, it's been about 17, 18 years since I've taken a international trip. So, being on a plane for that long, it's been a while. So let me know what your recommendations and advice are for travel. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. And I may do another video about the clothing that I'm taking with me. I'm not sure. If you want to see that, let me know. Okay? Bye, guys.